Greetings to all of you, and welcome to the channel of wisdom. There is an old saying, great wisdom is like ignorance, meaning that truly wise people often know how to keep themselves appearing ignorant when necessary. They do not hastily boast about their knowledge, nor do they compete over small matters. Instead, they focus on observing, learning, and acting wisely. It is this humility that creates great strength, helping them remain steadfast in the face of life's challenges. Today, we will explore 9 types of people who, at first glance, may seem ignorant, but in fact, are masters of wisdom and intelligence. They not only succeed in life but also leave behind many valuable lessons for us to learn. Sometimes, the wisest way to live is not to prove that we are smart, but to know how to take a step back in order to move 3 steps forward. Please listen and reflect. Perhaps you will recognize your own image or find inspiration to change and become better every day. Let us begin the journey of discovering these meaningful life principles. A wise person often appears ignorant in life. A truly wise person is not always showing off how smart or capable they are. They understand that humility is a form of wisdom. Knowing how to listen, observe, and accept what is unknown is how they learn and grow. Think about the image of a ripe rice plant. The fuller the grains, the lower the head bows. A skilled person is the same. They do not need to boast or prove themselves by hastily showing off in front of others. On the contrary, silence and humility help them avoid scrutiny, envy, and unnecessary troubles. Such people are often loved by others because no one wants to associate with someone who is always bragging, considering themselves the center of attention, especially when life is full of people wanting to prove they are superior. A truly wise person knows how to appear ignorant in order to walk safely and effectively. More important than accepting that we do not know everything is the key to continuous learning. Only when we realize our limitations can we open our hearts to embrace greater things. Therefore, do not be afraid to be misunderstood as ignorant. Instead of rushing to prove yourself, learn to step back, listen, and act at the right time. That is true wisdom and the way to live a smooth and valuable life. Second, do not boast. Live simply. In life, wealth and success are not in the things we boast about, but in how we live simply, steadily, and sustainably. Wise people understand that showing off or boasting not only brings admiration but also brings many dangers. When you show too much of what you have, you not only attract the attention of petty or scheming people but also inadvertently stir up jealousy from those around you. There is a saying, tall trees catch the wind. Flashiness can be the source of disaster, making you a target for schemes or envy. Wise people always understand that true value lies within. There is no need to show off to be recognized. A beautiful flower does not need advertising. Bees and butterflies will naturally come. Similarly, when you truly have ability and character, others will recognize it without the need for boastful words or actions. Living simply does not mean abandoning ambition, but knowing how to keep yourself away from unnecessary troubles. Billionaires and successful people often share that when they were poor, interacting and learning was necessary. But once they became successful, they chose a simple, closed-off life, staying away from flashy and superficial things. Remember, the simpler life is, the calmer the soul becomes. When you know how to place the value of your life on peace rather than the recognition from others, you will live a life that is lighter and more meaningful. Boasting does not make you greater, but calmness and simplicity will help you retain both success and inner peace. Third, trust, but not blindly. Placing trust in others is a necessary action to build relationships and open up new opportunities. Excessive doubt not only causes you to lose the trust of others but also leads you to a state of isolation and closeness. Trusting, even though it may sometimes lead to disappointment, is an essential part of a meaningful life. There will be times when you place your trust in the wrong place and feel disappointed. But instead of letting this make you pessimistic, treat it as a valuable lesson. The fear of being betrayed or deceived should not be the reason to close the door on the good opportunities ahead. Living in suspicion will only bind yourself and cause you to lose valuable relationships and memorable experiences. Trust is not blindness. It is wisdom when you know how to consider, filter, and place it in the right places. You cannot change people's hearts, but you can change how you accept what happens around you. Caution is necessary, but open your heart to embrace positive things. Continue to live sincerely and kindly. Even if the world sometimes disappoints you, By maintaining an honest heart, you not only protect your own values but also create opportunities to meet and accompany trustworthy people. That is how you turn life into a meaningful journey, full of humanity and opportunities. Fourth, health is the foundation of life. Health is the most important thing that each person needs to prioritize in life. There is no fame, wealth, or success that can compensate for the loss of health. When your body weakens, all goals, ambitions, or joy become distant. A wise person realizes that health is not only the condition to achieve great accomplishments but also the key to enjoying life fully. A healthy body provides you with energy, clarity, and the ability to overcome challenges. Even if you have all the wealth and status, without health, everything becomes meaningless. Do not let work pressure, excessive ambition cause you to neglect taking care of yourself. See health as the most precious asset to be protected and cherished. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, proper rest, and maintaining an optimistic spirit are simple yet essential things. Success and wealth may come and go, but health is something you cannot buy back at any cost. When you prioritize health, you not only extend your life but also open up opportunities to pursue your passions. Enjoy beautiful moments in life, and live more meaningfully. Taking care of your health is not only a responsibility for yourself but also a responsibility to those who love you. Fifth, accept loss and avoid being overly competitive. Not always winning and losing brings true value. Sometimes, yielding and taking a small loss is the way to preserve important relationships and create harmony. A wise person understands that winning an argument or a confrontation is not as valuable as maintaining balance and harmony in relationships. Excessive competitiveness often leads people into stubbornness, ignoring the consequences just to prove they are right. But the cost of victory is sometimes the loss of trust, the distance from those around you. A victory that hurts others and breaks connections, is it worth it? Remember, sometimes losing does not mean failure, but it is a wise choice. A truly intelligent person knows when to stop and when to prioritize the value of relationships over ego. This is not weakness, but the strength of calmness and maturity. Yielding not only brings respect from others but also helps you maintain peace within yourself. When you do not cling to trivial things, you will realize that balance and harmony are the most important things. A little loss at times is necessary to achieve something greater, that is sincere emotional connections and a lighter, more meaningful life. Sixth, endure hardship. Do not indulge in pleasure. Comfort and enjoyment are things that everyone desires. However, if one gets lost in pleasures for too long, it can lead a person to lose their strength and willpower. Intelligent people understand that success and value do not come from ease but must be forged through difficulties and challenges. Indulging in pleasure may bring temporary joy, but if prolonged, it will gradually erode your ability and motivation. When you become too accustomed to comfort, people easily lose their ability to face adversity and become weak and passive when facing the pressures of life. In contrast, enduring hardship and working hard not only helps you achieve great goals but also cultivates persistence and resilience. There is a saying, the more a jade is polished, the brighter it becomes. The more a person faces hardship, the more they mature. Difficulties should not be avoided but rather seen as opportunities to temper yourself. Discover your hidden potential, and become stronger. The hard work you put in today is the foundation for building a sustainable and proud future. Enjoyment is not bad, but it needs to come at the right time and place. Moments of rest only truly matter when you know that you have given your best effort. Consider hardship as a natural part of the journey of growth. It is the way to conquer the peaks and maintain your self-worth. Do not let temporary comfort make you lose sight of your greater life goals. 7th. Nurture a kind soul. The human soul is like a piece of land. Whatever you plant will sprout and grow in that direction. If the mind is filled with envy, greed, and schemes, those seeds will take root, grow, and overshadow the light of goodness within you. Eventually, you will not only hurt others but also imprison yourself in negativity and suffering. Wise people always know how to maintain a kind heart and a soul full of gratitude. They do not let negative emotions control their lives or let jealousy cloud their peace. They understand that when the heart is filled with goodness and gratitude, life naturally becomes more beautiful. Goodness is not weakness, it is a great strength that helps you face every challenge. When you live with gratitude and generosity, You not only spread joy but also receive peace in your soul. In contrast, emotions such as greed or hatred only drain you, make you lose direction, and waste the precious time of life. Living with goodness not only helps you harmonize with those around you but also makes your life more meaningful. A person with a kind heart will see everything around them filled with light. They appreciate each moment and find happiness in small things. Plant the seeds of gratitude, love, and generosity in your mind. When your heart contains goodness, you will realize that life is inherently beautiful, and every day that passes is a precious gift. 8th. Live simply but truthfully. Being able to live truthfully with oneself, not chasing fame or flashy things, is an art of living. Intelligent people understand that life does not need to be overly complicated, and it is not necessary to please everyone. Sincerity, even though it may sometimes cause misunderstandings or not win the approval of others, is worth more than living falsely just to seek recognition. When you try to put on a perfect facade, you may earn temporary admiration, but it also means living under pressure and fatigue. Once the truth is revealed, the feeling of shame and loss will be even greater. In contrast, living truthfully, whether ordinary or simple, will bring you long-lasting peace. There is a saying, it is better to be hated for being yourself than to be loved for being fake. When you are sincere, those who appreciate you will stay, and those relationships will be more lasting. Being ordinary is not something to be ashamed of, it is a way of living freely, not bound by unrealistic expectations from others. Wise people choose sincerity over glamour. They know that simplicity and sincerity are what truly create value. Although not outstanding or praised, they always maintain their self-esteem, peace of mind, and sincere relationships. Remember that appearances are temporary, but honesty and simplicity will accompany you throughout your life. Instead of trying to shine before others, live true to your nature and enjoy life in the most fulfilling way. 9. Understand life without focusing on trivial calculations. An intelligent person is not one who does not know how to calculate, but one who knows what is worth calculating and what should be let go. They understand that not everything requires gaining benefits for oneself, because sometimes what seems like a disadvantage may actually be a blessing. When you focus too much on trivial matters, you risk becoming narrow-minded, hurting relationships, and missing out on great opportunities. In debates or confrontations, winning may bring temporary satisfaction, but the price could be losing the goodwill of others, even breaking valuable relationships. Learn to choose the battles that are truly worth it. When you are ready to yield and accept a little loss, you not only maintain harmony in your relationships but also earn respect from those around you. Sometimes, yielding is not weakness but a sign of calmness and maturity. Wisdom also lies in understanding that not everyone needs to prove themselves right, and not everything requires gaining the upper hand. Wise people choose to strike a balance between personal and collective interests because they know that this harmony brings sustainable success. When you let go of petty calculations, your mind will be lighter, and your life will become more balanced and meaningful. Instead of being caught in a cycle of rivalry, focus on larger goals and lasting values. That is the way of living for someone who understands life, not only wise but also full of courage. Wisdom is not about trying to prove that we are smart or superior, but in how we live deeply, understand life, and maintain peace in our hearts. Truly wise people often do not need to show off. They choose humility, yielding, and focusing on core values because they understand that life is not a race to win or lose, but a journey to learn and grow. The lessons shared above not only help us recognize the subtleties in the way wise people live, but also remind each of us of the importance of honesty, generosity, and gratitude. Life will be more beautiful when we continuously learn, improve ourselves, and treat others with a kind heart. Take a moment to look at life more deeply and remember that great wisdom sometimes involves acting humble, taking a step back, or letting go a little, as that is the way to move further and live more peacefully. Thank you for taking the time to listen. If you find this content useful, please like and subscribe to the Stoic Wisdom channel to continue exploring valuable lessons in life. See you in the next video. Wishing you peace and wisdom on your journey. Dear friends, in life, none of us are born perfect. Each person must learn and practice to become the best version of themselves. The teachings of those before us, although simple, carry timeless values that help us maintain our moral integrity. live fully, and harmonize with those around us. Today, I would like to share with you some precious lessons from those who came before us. These reminders not only help us succeed in life but also leave a positive mark on future generations. If we truly absorb these teachings, they will guide us through difficult times and challenges. 1. Learn to admit when you are wrong. In life, we cannot avoid making mistakes, whether big or small. However, what matters is not where you went wrong, but how you face those mistakes. Learning to admit when you are wrong is one of the first lessons, but also one of the hardest ones that each person needs to practice. We often have the tendency to protect ourselves, defend our ego when mistakes occur. Instead of admitting, many people try to blame circumstances, others, or even ignore it as if nothing happened. However, not acknowledging our mistakes is a bigger mistake, because if we do not admit our wrongs, we will never have the opportunity to fix them, to learn, and to grow. People who know how to admit their mistakes are not weak, on the contrary. They are people of courage and tolerance. When you dare to admit your mistakes, you are showing that you are knowledgeable, thoughtful, and responsible for your actions. This not only helps you improve yourself but also earns you respect from others in any relationship, whether family, friends, or work. Knowing how to admit mistakes will help you build trust, strengthen relationships, and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Learning to admit mistakes is also a way to cultivate morality and train the soul. When you admit your wrongs, you are practicing humility, learning to listen, and learning from your mistakes. This helps you not only become a better person but also progress further in life. The old saying, "No one is perfect," reminds us that the important thing is to recognize and correct our shortcomings. Moreover, admitting mistakes is a highly educational act. When you dare to admit your mistakes in front of others, you are setting an example for those around you, especially for the younger generation. You are conveying the message that making a mistake is not something to be afraid of. What is truly scary is not knowing how to admit and correct one's mistakes. Finally, remember that admitting mistakes does not diminish your value, on the contrary. It makes you more precious in the eyes of others. Honesty, straightforwardness, and taking responsibility are qualities that anyone needs to live a complete and happy life. Therefore, do not hesitate to admit your mistakes, as it is the first step towards progress and self-improvement. 2. Learn to be gentle in life. Maintaining a calm and gentle temperament is an art that not everyone can easily practice. The old saying, "Softness endures, hardness breaks," reminds us that gentleness is the key to maintaining good relationships and helps one live in peace and happiness. Gentleness does not mean weakness or passivity, on the contrary. It is a sign of wisdom and strength. A gentle person knows how to control their emotions, not allowing anger or negative feelings to dominate their actions. When facing difficulties, instead of acting hastily, a gentle person will calmly assess the situation and find a more reasonable and effective solution. Gentleness is also reflected in how we treat others in daily interactions. Maintaining a gentle and soft manner in speech and actions will help avoid unnecessary conflicts. When you listen and respond to others with respect and courtesy, you not only build good relationships but also gain admiration and trust from those around you. A person with a gentle temperament often connects easily with others because they create a sense of safety and comfort. Others feel more at ease to open up, share, and collaborate with them. In a family, gentleness helps maintain harmony, creating a warm and loving environment. At work, it helps resolve problems smoothly, avoiding unnecessary conflicts. Moreover, a gentle temperament has a positive impact on our mental and physical health. People who can control their emotions and maintain a calm mind are less likely to experience stress and anxiety, leading to a happier and healthier life. On the contrary, those who are always angry and express negative emotions often face many health issues, both mentally and physically. Learning gentleness is about learning to master oneself. It is a long-term process that requires patience and awareness. We need to learn to view situations comprehensively, not allowing temporary emotions to cloud our judgment. Sometimes, intense situations, maintaining calmness and gentleness will help you see the problem more clearly, thus making wiser decisions. When you maintain a gentle temperament, you not only live in peace but also spread that peace to those around you. Gentleness helps you build quality relationships, creating a harmonious life and avoiding unnecessary worries. This is also one of the secrets to living long and healthily that the ancients always valued. Remember that gentleness is not a weakness, it is a mental strength. It not only helps you stand firm against life's challenges but also brings peace to your soul. Practice gentleness every day, and you will notice that your life becomes much lighter and more beautiful. 3. Learn patience. Patience is one of the important virtues that the ancients always advised us to cultivate. Patience helps us overcome challenges, tolerate difficulties, and maintain peace of mind even in adversity. Not only is patience about endurance, but also the ability to control emotions and wisely handle situations effectively. People often say, patience brings calmness. A step back opens up a broader world, to emphasize the importance of knowing how to be patient in life. When you practice patience, you not only avoid unnecessary conflicts, but you also open up better opportunities for yourself. In the family, patience plays a crucial role. Each family member has their own personality and thoughts, and if everyone only wants to do things their way and no one is willing to compromise, conflicts will easily arise. A person who knows how to be patient in the family will know how to listen, understand, and empathize with others, thus maintaining harmony and creating a warm and loving living environment. In society, patience helps you avoid arguments and conflicts with colleagues, friends, or even strangers. When you are patient, you are not weak or disadvantaged, on the contrary. You are demonstrating maturity, self-control, and a profound understanding of human relationships. Patience is also an important method for conflict resolution. When faced with a conflict, if we react immediately with anger and tension, the situation usually worsens. A patient person will control their emotions, calmly consider every aspect of the issue before making a decision or speaking. This way, they can find a reasonable solution that does not harm either party and maintain a good relationship. Furthermore, patience is a key factor in personal development. In life, no one can avoid difficulties and challenges. People who lack patience often give up when they face their first obstacles, leading to failure in achieving their goals. In contrast, a person with patience knows how to endure initial difficulties, continue making efforts without stopping, and work to complete their goals. This not only helps them achieve success but also cultivates perseverance, a vital quality in all aspects of life. Patience also gives us the time to reflect, analyze, and gain a deeper understanding of the nature of a problem. When you practice patience, you won't be caught up in temporary negative emotions. Instead, you will be able to see everything more clearly, helping you make wiser decisions and avoid being influenced by external pressures or influences. Ultimately, patience helps you live more peacefully. When you know how to be patient, you won't be easily disturbed by the negative things around you. You won't let negative emotions dominate your life. A patient person will always maintain a joyful and calm mindset. And from there, life becomes lighter and more enjoyable. Patience not only helps you overcome immediate difficulties but also serves as the foundation for building a happy and fulfilled life. Learning patience is a long journey and not an easy task. However, when you cultivate this virtue, you will find yourself becoming stronger, more determined, and most importantly, you will achieve peace of mind. Patience helps you overcome immediate difficulties, but it also enables you to live a peaceful, happy, and fulfilled life. 6. Learn how to communicate. Communication is an essential skill in life that not everyone masters. People often say, words are free, but choose them wisely to please others, which emphasizes the importance of using the right words in daily communication. Communication is not just about exchanging information, it is also the way we build and maintain relationships, creating understanding and harmony between people. One of the most important elements in communication is the ability to listen. When you listen to others sincerely, you not only show respect for them but also have the opportunity to better understand their thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. Listening is not just hearing what others say, but also sensing the things they haven't said. This helps you respond appropriately and creates a connection of empathy and communication. Listening and effective communication. Good communication through listening also requires sincerity and honesty. When you communicate sincerely, you will easily build trust and respect from others. Honesty in communication means you do not hide, do not deceive, but always say what you truly think. This not only helps you create strong relationships but also allows you to feel comfortable and at ease because you don't have to force yourself to maintain a false image in every situation. Try to keep your words simple, clear, and always be honest with yourself and others. Empathy is also an indispensable element in communication. Empathy is not just understanding what the other person is feeling, but also sharing emotions with them. When you empathize, you create a safe space where others feel comfortable to share and open up. This helps reduce misunderstandings and creates deeper connections between you and others. Empathy in communication also helps you build quality relationships where everyone feels respected and understood. In communication, it is inevitable to face awkward situations. Times when you have to confront conflicts or differing viewpoints. At such times, it is important to remain calm and tactful. Avoid raising your voice or using harsh words because this only increases tension. Instead, try to listen to the other person's point of view. Give feedback gently and politely. And always remember that the goal of communication is to understand each other better, not to prove that you are right or win in an argument. Learning how to communicate well also means knowing how to build and maintain relationships. A good relationship is not only based on words but also on trust, respect, and mutual care. When you know how to communicate effectively, you will easily create quality relationships, which helps you advance further in work and life. Don't just stop at surface-level conversation. Try to understand more deeply about the people around you, so you can create stronger and more meaningful connections. Finally, good communication helps us avoid misunderstandings and unnecessary disputes. Often, it is a careless word or an unintentional action that causes unnecessary conflict. By communicating clearly, honestly, and tactfully, you can minimize these risks. Remember that a gentle, well-chosen word can soothe tensions and help resolve issues peacefully. Learning how to communicate not only helps you become more confident in life but also helps you build long-lasting, good relationships. Communication is the key to unlocking many doors, bringing opportunities and connections in life. Practice this skill every day so that communication becomes a powerful tool to help you succeed and be happier. Learning to let go in life. We cannot always keep everything we desire. Sometimes, letting go is not just a choice, but also a necessary step forward. Learning to let go is an art of living that helps us become lighter in spirit. Focus on things that are truly important and meaningful. Letting go does not mean failure or accepting defeat, but sometimes it is a way to free ourselves from unnecessary bindings. When you hold on to something too tightly, whether it's a relationship, a job, or even a goal, you may feel pressured, stressed, and exhausted. If it no longer brings joy or value to your life, continuing to hold on will only cause more pain and take away your freedom of spirit. Letting go is also a way to recognize your own limits and accept that not everything is within our control. Life is constantly changing, and there are things we cannot hold on to forever. Letting go of bad habits, toxic relationships, or goals that no longer suit us is a way to open up new opportunities and new doors. Sometimes, we have to release old things to embrace better things waiting for us ahead. Learning to let go also helps us live more simply and peacefully. When you let go of burdens and unnecessary things, you will feel that life becomes simpler and more enjoyable. You will have more time and energy to focus on things that are truly important to you, like family, health, or personal passions. Letting go of things that no longer have value will help you feel freer and happier in life. Moreover, letting go is also a way to maintain peace of mind. When you hold on to things from the past, things that cannot be changed, you may easily fall into sadness and depression. On the other hand, when you know how to let go, you will learn how to accept reality, live with what you have, and find joy in the simplest things. This is the way to maintain tranquility and happiness in your daily life. Letting go is not easy, but it is an important part of the journey of personal growth. When you cultivate the ability to let go, you will find yourself becoming stronger, more adaptable, and ready to face any challenges that life brings. Remember that sometimes letting go is not losing, but creating an opportunity for better things to come your way. Living a simple life, free from the burdens of unnecessary things, is the way to find true freedom and happiness. Learning to be moved. Being moved is one of the most natural and beautiful emotions that humans can experience. When we are touched by the good things in life, it is a sign of a sensitive soul. one that knows how to love and appreciate the beautiful values around us. Learning to be moved not only helps us connect more deeply with ourselves and others but also makes life richer and more meaningful. Being moved by kind actions, humanitarian stories, or beautiful moments in life is a way for us to nurture compassion and empathy. When you are moved, you are opening your heart to receive spiritual values, things that make your heart stir. This helps you become more sensitive to the small yet precious things in life, which in turn cultivates gratitude and respect for everything around you. Being moved also helps us see the magic in simple things. Sometimes, all it takes is a sincere smile, a warm greeting, or a small yet meaningful gesture to make us feel touched. These moments, though brief, have immense power in enriching our souls. They remind us that life is not only about worries and calculations but also about moments of love and mutual care. When you know how to be moved, you are also developing the ability to understand and empathize with others. You will easily recognize the pain and joy of others and be able to share and support them sincerely. This not only helps you build better relationships with others but also makes you feel happier because you've contributed to improving someone else's life. Learning to be moved is also learning to slow down and appreciate the deeper spiritual values in life. When you are no longer caught up in the whirlwind of work or daily worries, you will easily recognize meaningful things that you may have previously overlooked. This helps you reconnect with yourself and the things that truly matter, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Finally, being moved is an endless source of inspiration for you to continue doing good and spreading humanitarian values in life. When you are moved by a good deed, you will be motivated to do similar things, contributing to creating a warm society full of compassion. These emotions not only make your life more meaningful but also create positive impacts on those around you. Knowing how to be moved is a precious gift that everyone should cherish and nurture. When you keep your heart open and are moved by the good things, you will see that life becomes more diverse and colorful. Being moved is not just a fleeting emotion. It is also a way for us to connect with the deepest values of humanity, allowing us to live a peaceful, happy, and meaningful life. Learning to survive survival is not just the ability to exist physically, but also the ability to maintain and develop a meaningful, fulfilling life. Learning to survive requires us to take care of our health, preserve our spirit, and build a balanced life between work, family, and social relationships. These are not only essential skills in difficult situations but also the foundation for living a happy and sustainable life. First, in order to survive in the true sense, taking care of our health is paramount. A healthy body not only helps you overcome physical challenges but also plays an important role in maintaining a positive and optimistic spirit. This includes maintaining a healthy diet, exercising regularly, and having regular health checkups. When you are healthy, you will have the energy to face difficulties and enjoy life to the fullest. However, survival is not just about the physical aspect. A strong, peaceful mind is also an essential element in a life filled with pressure and stress. Maintaining a healthy spirit and avoiding negativity is necessary. You need to learn how to manage stress, let go of unnecessary worries, and focus on things that bring joy and peace. A healthy mind helps you stay clear-headed and calm in the face of life's ups and downs, allowing you to make the right decisions. In addition, learning to survive requires you to know how to build and maintain social relationships. Family, friends, and colleagues are not just people who share your joy but also sources of support when you face difficulties during challenging times. Support from loved ones can help you overcome obstacles more easily. Therefore, building relationships based on trust, respect, and love is an important part of survival. This not only helps you have a strong support network but also brings you peace and happiness in life. Moreover, survival also involves the ability to adapt to changes and difficulties in life. Life is constantly changing, and not everything goes according to plan. When facing new challenges, being able to flexibly change your approach, adjust yourself to fit the circumstances is the key factor in your survival and development. This requires you to have a progressive mindset, always ready to learn and grow, thereby improving your ability to handle any situation. Furthermore, to truly survive, you need perseverance and a strong will. There will be times in life when you face difficulties that seem insurmountable. However, it is precisely in these moments that perseverance and not giving up will determine your success. Those who know how to survive are never defeated by difficulties, they always find a way to move forward, no matter how bumpy the road ahead may be. Finally, survival requires you to live with purpose and meaning. Not just to exist, but to live a life worth living, full of significance and completeness. This includes identifying your core values, knowing what is most important in life, and living according to those values. When you have a clear purpose, you will have strong motivation to overcome any challenges, rise in life, and achieve the things you have always dreamed of. Learning to survive not only helps you overcome immediate difficulties but also helps you build a strong and complete life, both physically and mentally. This is an ongoing process of learning and training, but if you persevere, you will find that your life becomes much richer, more meaningful, and sustainable. Surviving is not just about continuing to live but about living a complete and valuable life, regardless of the challenges that may come your way. Ladies and gentlemen, life is a long journey full of challenges and changes. To pass through these ups and downs completely, we need to grasp the valuable virtues passed down through generations. Lessons on communication, filial piety, patience, and appreciating moral values will be our guiding light, helping us not only to succeed but also to live a peaceful and happy life. Always remember that each day, we have the opportunity to learn, to train ourselves, and to become the best version of ourselves. If these values are maintained and promoted, they will not only help us live better but also leave a beautiful mark for future generations. Thank you for taking the time to listen and reflect with us. If you find the content shared in today's video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the Try Tuesday Key channel to not miss out on the next meaningful lessons. Wishing you always find peace and happiness on your journey. Let's continue listening to the article, When Difficulties Arise, You Will Know Who Your Real Friends Are. There is a saying that, when facing difficulties, you will know who your real friends are. This is truly the case. Only when you encounter hardships and setbacks do you realize who is truly kind to you, who loves you. You will truly understand that life sometimes has many injustices. When it rains, you will know who will offer you an umbrella. When you face challenges, you will know who will treat you sincerely. There are people who can only embellish things with flowers on satin, but they do not know how to provide warmth in the cold winter. Then, there are people who only add fuel to the fire, but they do not know how to treat you sincerely. You may know many people, but how many of them will truly help you? Therefore, don't talk about how many people you know. Instead, consider how many people will still recognize you when you're in trouble. Friends should be of quality, not quantity. A cart full of potatoes is nothing compared to one shining pearl. The people who want to send you home will go in any direction. And those who want to eat with you, whether it's sour, sweet, or spicy, will like the same food. The people who want to meet you 24 hours a day will always have time. I have an apple, I'll share half with you. That is friendship. I only eat one bite, and the rest I give to you. That is love. I don't eat any, and I give all to you. That is the love of your parents. I hide it and tell others that I'm also hungry. That is society. A man will only know which woman truly loves him when he has suffered. A woman will only know which man will never leave her when she is at her worst. People will only know who truly cares for them when they face misfortune. Being a friend is not because you have money that I follow you. And being cherished is not because you are beautiful that I care for you. What time leaves behind is not wealth or beauty, but sincerity. Flowers bloom and then wilt. Time passes and will never return. After a long time, it is not necessarily love that forms, but you will definitely see people's hearts. Those who are shallow should not get too close to those who are sincere. Remember to cherish those who are truly worth cherishing. Do the things you should do without paying too much attention to other matters. Words may be more eloquent, but if promises are not kept, they are just empty words. Friendship, no matter how deep it is, will be wasted if you don't know how to appreciate it. Life gathers by fate, warmth through love, and falls apart because of a lack of appreciation. When you live, treat yourself kindly. Don't interfere with others' lives and become an intruder. Whether it is in friendship or love, if it has come, treat it warmly, and if it has left, let it go calmly. The things that do not belong to us are not needed. If it's not given to us with sincerity, we don't need to regret it. Time is changing, and people are also changing. Some things don't need to be explained. Whether you trust someone or not is often in a person's mindset. If someone understands you, There's no need to explain. If someone doesn't understand you, why explain? It would be a waste of time. Let us continue with the article, 9 Habits That Are Scarier Than Staying Up Late. The first one may surprise you. In fact, even if you don't stay up late, some unhealthy habits in life can cause harm equal to staying up late. Sitting all day. Sitting in an office or car for long periods can cause many health problems. Even regular exercise cannot compensate for the dangers of sitting for long periods. A new study from the Alberta Cancer and Health Services Centre in Canada found that nearly 160,000 cases of breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, and lung cancer each year are related to a lack of exercise. Whether in life or work, you should develop the habit of standing up and moving regularly. Taking 30 minutes to run or walk every day is a good choice. 2. Not turning on the range hood. A new study published in the American Journal of Environmental Health Perspectives shows that using a gas stove without proper ventilation can lead to dangerous levels of carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and formaldehyde in the home. To save electricity or avoid trouble, some people believe that boiling vegetables for 3 to 5 minutes is not worth using the range hood. They don't know that each time they inhale a little toxic gas, it can cause significant harm to the body. Whether frying or cooking, if using a gas stove, you should turn on the range hood. This can reduce pollution by 60% to 90%. Never expose your body to harmful air just to save time and effort. 3. Eating too much meat. Animal protein contains growth hormones like IGF-1, which promotes the growth of tumor cells. A new study by the University of Southern California, published in the journal Cell Metabolism, showed that people who consume a lot of animal protein in their middle age have 4 times the cancer mortality rate compared to others of the same age. However, for those over 65, it is not harmful. Replacing some animal protein with plant-based protein, like beans, is a good alternative. Middle-aged people should supplement their protein intake based on their body weight, with 0.8 grams for every 2 pounds, 0.9 kilograms. 4. Eating foods fried at high temperatures. Some studies have shown that cooking oil at excessively high temperatures can create acrolein and large amounts of aromatic hydrocarbons, which are carcinogens found in cigarette smoke and can easily cause respiratory inflammation. You can use more olive oil when cooking daily to avoid overheating the oil. Eat less fried foods, especially those cooked with a lot of oil and fat, especially now, to avoid dry skin in autumn. Also, consuming refreshing foods is very good for the body. 5. Chronic insomnia. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, obesity, and other health problems. Studies have found that sleeping less than 6 to 7 hours a night can increase the death rate. In addition, lack of deep sleep and disruptions to the biological clock can accelerate tumor growth. Going to bed at 10 o'clock every night and ensuring you sleep for 7 to 8 hours each night is essential. Stay away from all addictive products before bed and develop the habit of going to bed early and waking up early. 6. Not drinking enough water. Even mild dehydration, about 2% of the body's normal fluid levels, can affect your energy levels. Dehydration causes the blood to become thicker, reducing the effectiveness of the heart in delivering oxygen and nutrients to various tissues and organs. Now, with the dry weather, we need to drink more water to determine whether you are meeting the normal water intake requirements. To calculate, convert your weight to pounds. Divide your weight by 2, and then multiply by 28 to 35. This will tell you how much water you should drink in a day. Prepare a cup to remind yourself to drink more water. You can also add a few tea leaves you like into boiling water to flavor it. You can also add a bit of sub into your diet to increase your water intake. 7. Stopping exercise when you're tired. Research shows that healthy adults who are accustomed to sitting for long periods and exercise 3 times a week for 20 minutes each session, after 6 weeks, no longer feel fatigued and have more energy. Regular exercise can increase physical strength and endurance while helping the cardiovascular system transport oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. Almost any activity can help reduce fatigue, such as deep breathing, walking, etc. When you truly have no energy left, you can lie down. Place a pillow under your feet so that your legs are slightly higher than your head. This may help blood flow to your head, keeping you alert. 8. Lying in bed playing with your phone. The blue light emitted from the screen of tablets and smartphones suppresses the secretion of melatonin and disrupts the body's natural circadian rhythm, causing fatigue. Playing with your phone for extended periods can also weaken your immune system and impair memory. Everything should be done in moderation. Life has many meaningful things. So don't waste it on your mobile phone. Don't bring your phone into the bedroom. Or turn it off half an hour before going to bed. Placing it out of reach will make it easier for you to stop using your phone. 9. Drinking alcohol before bed. Alcohol lowers blood sugar levels, inhibits the central nervous system, has a sedative effect, and ultimately disrupts sleep. This is because alcohol can disturb the secretion of adrenal glands during metabolism, causing those who drink alcohol to wake up during the night. You should not drink alcohol 3 to 4 hours before going to bed. If you really can't avoid drinking alcohol, you can drink a little soup afterward and wait for the body to eliminate the alcohol before you fall asleep. In fact, the most important thing in life is to have a healthy body. Bacon said, "A healthy body is the living room of the soul. A sick body is the prison of the soul." With a healthy body, you will have more opportunities in the future. Eat clean food, get enough sleep, live in an orderly way, do what you love, and love those you love. Only by living a healthy life can you protect the people you love and those who love you. Now, let's continue with the article. Women should know not to touch the mental landmines inside men. In fact, men, although seemingly careless and not as thoughtful as women, and not as gossipy as women, have minds that are just as difficult to understand. Everyone has their own key points. Below are the mental landmines inside men's minds that women should know and not touch carelessly. 1. Don't frequently test a man, especially threatening to break up. When you constantly give him hints like this, his subconscious will begin to plan for a breakup. Testing him means you don't trust him. Threatening to break up if you don't trust him is even worse. On the contrary, it will make the man doubt the love you have for him. 2. Don't expand your rights infinitely just because a man loves you. Don't interfere with his ideals, beliefs, and the goals he is pursuing. Don't think that you can see further than a man. Sometimes, the essence of love is an exchange. A man sacrifices his love to gain your love, not to become worse. If you mistakenly think that a man's concessions are a sign of his fear of you, your relationship will not go far. 3. Don't frequently be late. Don't think that because a man loves you, he should have infinite patience. Everyone's patience has limits, and when that patience runs out, it gradually wears away love. 4. Don't worship this saying, "If you love me, you should know what I am thinking." This is completely meaningless. No one knows exactly what the other person is thinking. It would be foolish to conclude that a man doesn't love you just because he can't immediately understand what you're thinking. I forgot where this sentence comes from, but it is often seen in Korean television dramas and romantic novels. You are not the woman in the plot, right? Similarly, he is not the man in the plot either. So he does not have the superpower to read your thoughts. Therefore, do not confess to him all your unhappiness, suffering, grievances, and frustration. Do not treat him as an escape. Men are not trash bins. When he confirms that he cannot change you, he will have no other choice but to run away. Occasionally sharing your misfortunes will help you relieve your inner thoughts and receive empathy from a man. But if you are overly sentimental, anxious, and upset about things that might not even happen, it will be very repulsive to men. Would you choose a man who smiles often, or one who seems unfortunate? *6. Do not try to change a man. Do not think that he will become the ideal and excellent man under your training. It is wiser to adapt to him rather than try to change him. Do not cling to a man's mistakes and keep bringing them up in every argument. No man likes a woman like that. A man will correct his mistakes and make amends for you in other ways. This behavior is called compensation for losses in psychology. The purpose is to win your forgiveness and let go of the past. If you are still aggressive, men also have a mentality called rebellion. *8. Do not use this way of thinking to guide your love. Always look for proof in a man's words and actions to show that he does not love you. A man cannot always focus on one woman, and he cannot pay attention to every trace of a woman's sorrow. When you use a magnifying glass to find dust, you will always find it. By doing so, you are only training a man and showing him how not to love you. Men like women to remember the good things about them, not their mistakes. When his love for you is affirmed, he will love you even more. Never have I heard that the more a man is criticized, the more he loves. Asterisk 9. No matter how intimate a man is with you, do not casually hurt his self-esteem. Whether in front of others or alone, hurting is still hurting, no matter whether he loves you or not. Asterisk 10. Do not be jealous of a man's past relationships. And do not force a man to tell you that you are better than any of his previous girlfriends. The truth is the truth. Asterisk 11. Do not compare your man to other men. Do not say that he is not as romantic or considerate as others. Everyone is special and loves in different ways. Frequently saying this will turn love into psychological competition. When you point your finger at a man, all four of your fingers point at you. When comparing your man with other men, do not forget to compare yourself with other women to balance. Asterisk 12. Love is a magnetic field, not a rope that binds him. Try changing yourself. Women do not need to be beautiful, but they must have a good figure. If you do not have a good figure, you must have intelligence. If you do not have intelligence, then at least you should have a smile. If you do not have a smile, then at least have virtue. If you do not have virtue, I hope God blesses you. Asterisk 13. It is unpleasant when you hurry to learn about a man's income, job, house, and clothing brand before getting to know him. I believe you want men to treat you as a woman, not as an object, right? Unless the person you like is a rich boss or a newly rich person. Do not think that you are smarter. Men might be smarter than you. Underestimating others is also overestimating yourself. Asterisk 14. Use your intelligence outside and at work, but never use it to investigate or compete with men. Simply put, men want to find a life partner, not an enemy. The result of this will definitely not be what you want. Asterisk 15. In the eyes of men, women are divided into 3 levels. Women at level 1 can help men solve problems without creating trouble for themselves. Women at level 2 cannot help men solve problems, and they also do not create trouble for themselves. Women at level 3 cannot solve problems and like to create trouble. Asterisk 16. Do not call for women's rights unless you truly have the qualifications for it. Equality in rights, equality in benefits, and equality in responsibilities and burdens are the true equality between men and women. Asterisk 17. Do not choose 2 or more men to have them compete for you. Be smart and choose one person. Do not think that it is an honor for a man to compete for you because you are only a trophy in the heart of the winner. Asterisk 18. Do not be eager to hear sweet words, but listen to the truth. If you want to hear sweet words, do not be picky about whether they are true or false. If you want to hear the truth, do not be picky about whether the words sound good. For men and women to harmonize with each other, it is not only a matter of technique but also an art. If you always complain about trivial, petty things to men, most men will lose interest, and this will turn you into an old nagging woman in his mind.